Hey friends, Ash here with gentsscents. Hope you're doing well. It's time for a haul video. 5 different fragrances. Hopefully, fingers crossed, some of these are going to be hidden gems. And do I look like I've been spending some time outside today? That's because I have. Thank you for noticing. All of these fragrances came to me from fragrancebuy.ca, and I'll link them in the description below in case you're unaware of them for any reason. And why would you be unaware of them? But if you are, they're a fragrance discounter. They've got niche fragrances, designer fragrances, great prices, fast shipping. Yes, they're up in Canada, but they'll get it to you just like they were like 2 states away. Maybe 3 states, I don't know. Try to say that they get it to you pretty quick. You won't even notice. They've also got a loyalty program, so you can sign up for that. You can earn sprays. That's what they're called, sprays, instead of points. And you can use those for free shipping or like a 10% off coupon, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and just jump right into this, and then I'll show you guys the fragrances and we can get cracking. Now, since I've got 5 fragrances, I'm going to be using tester strips, and I'm not going to take as much time as usual, otherwise this is going to be like a 20-minute video. And I'm going to go ahead and keep it kind of a secret. I'll just show you the fragrances as I open them. We're going to start things off with something that's probably going to suck. Yeah, this. That was smooth. This. Marvel. Venom. Yeah, you see that? Venom, as in Venom from the comic books and the movies. Now, I would think that in general, this fragrance is marketed mainly toward children or guys that just love their Marvel, love their comics, you know, no problem with that. What are the notes of this fragrance? I'm glad you asked. I have no clue. I briefly tried to look it up, and then I was like, you know, actually, I don't know if I care. That is quality packaging. Or actually, no, it's the opposite of quality packaging. That's what I meant to say. Look at that 2-tone coloration going with that sticker. And this cap, yeah, that's not good. But like I said, this is probably mainly marketed toward children. So maybe with that in mind, it won't be too bad. Yeah, I'm not really sure that I get the whole Venom thing. So you would think that this would be maybe dark and earthy and rooty, smoky, something like that. You know, they're really trying to sell you on Venom, the character. No, not really. Kind of like a shower jelly Tonka type fragrance. That's what it smells like. It's one of those fragrances where you can tell that they're trying to do a version of another fragrance, but it's done in such a way that it's so nondescript that it's hard to even point out what fragrance it is they're trying to copy. Rule number 1 of cloning fragrances or being inspired by fragrances: at least make a fragrance that's decent enough that you can tell what it is they're trying to knock off. I'll tell you what though, for a kid, for like a young teen, something like that, it works. Although I'm not sure how many of them, if they're talking to girls, are gonna be like, I'm wearing Venom by Marvel. Let's go from there to something a little bit different. Yopo Absolute. Well, actually, they're kind of similar. It's got a black box. So there's the presentation. I mean, that's pretty much all there is to see. Yopo Absolute. Ta-da. Now, why did I get this one? Well, Yopo has had some fragrances that I've been really intrigued by. Fragrances that I thought would be terrible and turned out to be pretty good. That being said, they have had some fragrances that I've smelled that I hate, frankly. So hopefully, this is one of the good ones. And I've got to say, I love the bottle. I love the way this looks. So this is in your classic shape, which feels great in the hand, always has, but you have this black paint on the inside of the bottle. It gives it a really slick look. And I like the attention to detail that the atomizer is also yellow, matching the font. Now this one has been off and on hard to find. It will pop up for sale, then it'll sell out. Pop up for sale again, then sell out. One of those type of scents. I like that. That smells good. We're going in the right direction. This is solid. It smells very nice. Reminds me a little bit of some other fragrances. So bits and pieces of Zadig and Voltaire, This Is Him. Bits and pieces of Luna Rossa Black. And also, to an extent, smells like something Issey Miyake would release, like one of their Nuit DC flankers, something like that. And the faintest, tiniest touch of like Eau de Beau from L'Occitane. Not a whole lot of that, closer to the other 3 that I mentioned. Black pepper, incense, and tonka, the main things that I'm picking up right now off this tester strip. Gonna be more of a fall, wintertime fragrance. It leans more toward nighttime wear, which is not a surprise when you take a look at that bottle. So right now, that one is a love. Just first impressions. The only place you could knock it really is the originality, because you can immediately point out other fragrances that it's similar to, you know, in the same style of. So you could potentially knock it for that, but just the scent itself, nice. Okay, new brand perfumes, Hero for men. Or is it Prestige Hero for men? So what am I expecting here? Not a lot. This one is quite inexpensive. The next two fragrances that I'm gonna go over, I have high hopes for. One of them I think could be fantastic in the summertime, and another one I'm thinking more fall and winter, but we'll see. First up, it's this bad boy, right here. My hopes are starting to feel dashed as far as this one goes. This is just, what is the purpose of this? Do you see that? That is so horrifically cheap looking. I just don't even, I can't even comprehend this. It's supposed to look cool and come down over top of this, you know, and seal it up in a way. I guess it's supposed to add to the aesthetic of this bottle. It does not. This is terrible. Yeah, that's the right word for it, terrible. It's got a Windexy kind of smell to it. So that cleaner, horrifically synthetic attempt at fresh sweetness is what we've got going on here. So I looked up the notes on this because I didn't know what they were trying to get across here. It wasn't computing. And apparently, this is supposed to be an Aventus style fragrance, an Aventus clone. And that's actually what it says on Fragrance by Aventus Twist. It is not. It's not close. The smell that I get from this is a really, really, really cheap, and I can't emphasize that enough, really cheap, sugary, synthetically sweet, sticky, chemical sort of fragrance, like a chemical vat of extremely sweet liquid death. You could troll your kid and give that to him and be like, hey, I got you this fragrance, Hero, and this is for you, guy. You're my hero. And look at this neat little plastic piece that does nothing, but look at that. That's cool. And it doesn't line up with the atomizer, but who cares? And it's got good quality. You just, you know, pull it too far and it blows up. Let's move on to better things, shall we? Next up, Aqua Colonia, Lemon and Ginger, $47.11. It's a beautiful box. Love the way that looks. Kind of matches the background color. Beautiful bottle too. Really like that. Classy. Now I'm gonna blow your mind with something here. This fragrance, which is titled Lemon and Ginger, the notes of this fragrance are lemon and ginger. Yeah, I guess that's not actually mind-blowing, is it? It says down here in multiple languages that this fragrance is vitalizing. This is a 170 milliliter size bottle, so you can get a lot of use out of this bad boy right here. Eau de Cologne concentration. Obviously gonna be more for warm weather days, springtime, summer. I've actually been branching out and getting more 4711 releases because I really like just how simple they are, how easy to wear they are, how they put you in a better mood, just very uplifting, bright fragrances in general. So let's see how Lemon and Ginger is. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. It's nice. I like it. Exactly what you would expect. It's a very poppy, bright, sparkling lemon. Good amount of sweetness. Actually, a little bit candied in a way, like similar to lemon head candies. I'm gonna spray that one on, actually. Ooh, yeah, super clean. Little touch of green in the background there. So you've got the lemon, this little bit of leafiness to it. That ginger is so sparkling here. Yeah, fantastic. It smells great. The issue with this one, obviously, is going to be the performance. It's an eau de cologne fragrance. It's centered around lemon and ginger, so I imagine this is not going to last long at all. It's one of the reasons for the big bottle. This stuff is so clean. Nobody's ever going to dislike this. Very unisex. Women can wear this, men can wear this, anybody can wear this. But yeah, the performance on that is going to be trash, absolutely. But the smell, fantastic. And last up, but not least, I'm sure, Gold Amber Nights from Jesus Del Pozo. There she blows, Gold Amber Nights. And there's a look at the bottle. Looks nice. Okay, I didn't expect that. Aventus. Okay. Off a tester strip in the opening, the bergamot and the black currant smell like the opening of Aventus. Yeah, I mean, this smells like an Aventus style fragrance. I'm gonna have to spray it on skin to see if it's different off the tester strip, because I don't want to say, oh, Aventus, 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 and then when you spray on skin, it's a lot different, because sometimes these have a tendency to lie. The fragrance smells a little different here than here. All right, moment of truth. Let's see. 2 big sprays. Not as Aventus-y off skin. A little bit of an Aventus vibe, but much closer to Aventus off a strip. This is, though, what I think a lot of people would call an Aventus twist kind of fragrance, much in the way that somebody might call Scent of Peace for Him by Bond Number 9 an Aventus-ish kind of fragrance. Not really Aventus-y, but might remind some people of it. It's like that. The quality here is good. The fragrance smells like it's well put together. Everything is well blended. Nothing is sticking out like a sore thumb. It's well done. I get a good amount of the black currant and the bergamot off the top. Also, this really faint smokiness, which again kind of ties it in a little bit with the Aventus. There's also apple in here, very faint florals. It's well done, very well done. Gonna be more of a fall, winter, and spring fragrance. I think there's a good amount of versatility in here, daytime or nighttime. Yes, I know it's called Gold Amber Nights, and it comes in this black bottle, but I think you could pull this off during the day as well. This one is not an Aventus clone. Might trick you off the tester strip, but off skin, it's not. But if somebody came to me and said, hey, do you think, though, it was maybe a little inspired by Aventus, I would say, yeah, absolutely, for sure. But it's 100% its own thing. It's standing on its own here, and I don't think it's close enough that you could call it a clone at all. It's really well done, very nice. And unfortunately, guys, that lemon and ginger, the Aqua Colonia, that stuff is already fading away. Wow. So let's re-up again. Whew. Yeah, that's so good. If only it lasted. If only it lasted. Oh, man. Maybe spraying this with other fragrances where you wish it had more of a zingy, citrusy opening. That could work. I'll tell you what, this stuff, whew, love it, love it. Yes. So there we go, guys. 3 successes, 2 fails. Overall, I think that was a win. Again, I'm going to link fragrancebuy.ca below, so check them out. They've got all these fragrances and a whole bunch more. They're one of the top discounters out there, so always keep them in mind if you're looking for fragrances. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks for all your support. Stay safe out there. See you guys tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.